Hello, testing. The audio is working. Hello, paper 2. Commencing soon. Okay, guys. So we should start any minute. Okay. So this is the 2017 paper. When a couple people join and you have questions, we can start. I might actually be the only live tutor on all of YouTube doing GCSE Edexcel Maths for the hopes of one student needing help at this late hour. Let us see who needs help. I'm still awaiting for this lucky students to enter. Paper 2. So, what is the plan here, guys? Does anyone have any questions, or do I just go through the paper? Just let me know, guys. This is a quite fresh channel, so there's not much people around. This is quite literally the only live stream for Edexcel Paper 1 Maths that is, or Paper 2 now, Maths that is live. I think everyone is asleep for their examinations, and I'm out here speaking with myself. How wonderful. It's truly great. Truly, it is great. The stream health appears to be healthy, at the very least. That's about the only healthy thing in this live. I'll give this thing another 10-15 minutes. If there are no students who need help, then I shall evacuate the premises. Do I just do a question for the sake of doing a question? Okay, so let's do this question where it's asking us to solve these three, right? So this side of the equation and this side of the equation need to be of equal denominators so that I can be able to solve this question. Okay, so in this case, 1 second, I think I'm typing here. Okay, so in this case, what needs to happen is I need to times this denominator by a number, this denominator by a number, and this denominator by a number, in a way where they are all similar at the end, or they are all the same at the end, if that makes sense. Okay, so I'm thinking a good number that can match for all these three is 12, right? So I can times this top and this denominator by 2, I can times this by 3 and this by 3, and I can times this by 4 and this by 4, right? If we actually do this, we'll realize that all of the denominators are going to be 12, right? And then once we work out the tops, we can actually figure out what the answer is, right? So this is the type of question they love asking. They actually asked another similar question at the bottom of this paper that you can see, but it involved a trick which you need to know to be able to solve the question. This is a bit more straightforward, even though it's 4 marks, which appears to be a lot of marks for something this easy, but yeah, I guess they're being nice. Let me go to the next question. So this is just a probability question. So if there's an issue in a probability tree, the first thing I would see is if they add up to the probability across one of the events. So like the first student and the second student, this is an event, this is an event, or this is an event and this is an event actually. I would check that they add up to 1. So this adds up to 1, meaning they form a fraction, which is 30 over 30, which is a fraction equal to 1, right? However, this forms 29 over 30, and so does this form 29 over 30. So this is not a fraction that adds up to 1, right? So there's an error somewhere. So that's what they're asking you for. What's the error? You can now state it. Congratulations. Next. Okay, these are simple questions, I'd say. To be fair, most of these questions are not that difficult on this paper. I feel like this is a reasonable paper. Perhaps question 23 is slightly challenging. This question some students found challenging, but it's not that hard. This is an easy question as well. This is slightly challenging if you're not comfortable with graphs, but nothing too difficult. Regardless, guys, if there is anyone in the stream, then perhaps we can discuss some questions. Otherwise, I will call it a live stream, or I'll call it a day. So I'll wait till the live stream hits. How many minutes are we on? We are in 10 minutes. So when it hits 12 minutes, I'll evacuate the live stream. Maths Paper 2 Edexcel. What an exam board. This is what an exam board. Wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. The students are fast asleep. That's fine. Alright, everybody. If you watched this back, congratulations. If you wish to watch any of the future live streams, please do so. And thank you very much. That is it for today. And goodbye. Hopefully the ones who were sitting their exams do well. Right? Bye.